But you see, as a party leader, the buck stops with you. Right. These are some of the things that have driven this matter to this extent.
Is it when people are arrested after the fighting, did we not hear public outcry from ODM saying these are freedom fighters have been arrested?
Who said that?
The people said, and they are there in the newspapers, that you want those fellows released.
You see,
you are freedom fighters.
We didn't say about freedom fighters. I'm one of the people. In fact, maybe.
What did you say?
I'm one of the people who actually said these young people should be released.
Those are the people who killed others.
They are not the people who killed. These are the people who had demonstrations. They had demonstrations in the streets. They were arrested by the police. For your information, of the 1,300 people killed, 70% of those people were killed by the police.
40%. So here.
Not 40%. You go look at the report. Bullet wounds. You know, these were killed by the police. So. When you close down a country, when you bring in security laws in a country, in a situation where the tensions were high, how many people were shot in Kibera? You know, the bodies were all over the place. How many people were shot all over?
The question here is this. You are actually on record and repeating that you call on the release of all the people who had been arrested over the violence. Without evidence whether they were actually just demonstrators or they had actually participated in crime, in torching people's houses and killing people. Yeah. Is that justifiable?
It is justifiable to this extent that the people who are arrested, right, unless the police prove, because we told them, you cannot arrest people who are demonstrating. If you have proof that so-and-so killed, like what they have done now, they have arraigned some people on evidence, hard evidence.
But at that point, how would the police prove? If they were arresting them, you had no evidence that they had no evidence against those people in the first place, but you are calling for their release. Completely disregarding the victims in this particular case of those crimes.
We live in Kenya, Makali. If you round up 1,000, 2,000 people in the street, in Eldoret or in Kisumu, you know, how would you say these people are responsible for torching that place or the other place? And for your information...
Okay, but then how would you explain those who had actually committed crimes? What about the crimes which had been committed? Those killings, who had property destruction, theft?
Those who had committed crimes, the police needed hard evidence. When we told the police to release, if they had hard evidence, they would then say, we cannot release Makali because we have evidence against him. We cannot release so-and-so because we had evidence against him. And that's what the police did. They released those who they did not have evidence, and they kept those who they had evidence.
Very quickly, though, would you agree that the basis of your alliance, informal alliance with Uhuru, is that both of you feel that Raila Odinga is the cause of your problems at the International Criminal Court?
I think let us leave Raila Odinga out of this. You know, Raila Odinga is an individual. We are dealing with 40 million Kenyans. You know, how would we, you know, we have supporters in millions, right? We have our own beings. You know, we are independent human beings. How would we subject all our lives to an individual?
It seems unlikely, though, given that in 2007...
That's a lot of nonsense.
Frank, the public will not take that explanation.
That is a lot of nonsense. Because, you know, it has been peddled and peddled and peddled. Let me ask you, Makali.
Yes.
When the NAC rainbow thing came together, who were they fighting?
It was defeat Uhuru and Moi.
When we came together in ODM, you know, from all political parties, so who are we fighting?
You were to defeat Moi Kibaki.
So when we come together in G7, who says that the script is basically...
Why not this time the answer is simple, to defeat Raila?
To defeat
because
Raila.
There seems to be a threat.
The issues that face this country go beyond Raila Odinga. For the record, what I stand for as William Ruto is the single critical challenge that faces Kenya is the quality of the leaders we elect.
Quality of the leaders.
Right? The tragedy, why Kenya is stagnant and why we haven't moved forward like the way other countries have done, and yet we have tremendous potential in our country, is because of